Hey guys, it's Amber and I am getting ready to work on day 2 of my December daily album. So I'm playing around with some digital templates from the 2021 collection again, as well as a digital paper from the 2021 collection. Because I went shopping yesterday and I thought it would be a fun way to use a lot of photos and some like ephemera, if you will, and crop some stuff out. So this is a photo of 2 like ginormous deer outside of our mall that I thought would be fun to take a picture of. I'm always trying to get a good photo of them and was able to get one. I actually had a goal. I was like, I'm going to hit these couple stores. I'm going to get a picture of Santa. I was nowhere near Santa. Our mall is absolutely huge. Like I literally had to leave, drive around the building to get to like another store that I needed to get to. But anyway, so this is one of the digital templates. I changed the colors to specifically match the colors of the 2021 collection. I'm sorry, 2022 collection. So this is my incomplete reason why, but I literally picked the green, the 2 reds. It's hard to see the dark red in here, but there's a dark red, the bright red. I changed one of them to white. And then I figured since this had a black background, I would change one to gray just for fun. Sorry, there's a little hair on there I wanted to get rid of. Sorry guys, I keep losing my voice whenever I talk too much. So I printed out little photos of some stores I visited. American Eagle, Alex and Ani, Torrid, Bath & Body Works. So I'm going to crop those out with my 2.5-inch punch. I'm thinking that I will probably pop them up with foam tape. I have part of a bag that's from American Eagle that I think I'm going to crop out with the punch as well. I wanted something from Bath & Body Works, but I went for candles, and the bag that they gave me is like a reusable vinyl, so I'm not really able to crop it, plus the designs are all way too big. But I picked up 2 bracelets from Alex and Ani, which are really cute if I do say so myself. Got the new Christmas cat and this year's snowflake, so I'm actually wearing them right now. I needed to take them off the packaging so I could use it, so I might punch out one of these. I don't think I have room for 2. And then over here, I was inspired by this foam square from the main kit. This is super basic December day, but it's too small in scale. So I'm going to put that back in my stash. And I printed a really large one on vellum because I kind of wanted to go with the same circle size. So it's about a 2 3/4 inch circle. So I printed that in vellum. I'm going to run that through my ink machine with some red foil. This is actually a scrap from a project you guys will see come out on the 4th, which probably will come out before this video. I'm going to use probably this little scrap here, cut that out. That's going to go up here. So I'm thinking that because that will be vellum with red foil, that I might use this number 2 here. I'm still trying to figure out exactly where that's going to get incorporated. Or I might use one of these chipboard number 2s because they're also red foil. So I'm still figuring that out. I also, on my silhouette, I already weeded this out, but I have the word shopping in Allie's handwriting that I think I'm going to layer right here along the deer's feet. I needed something else to help tie in besides the vellum circle. There's a lot of white, black and white script over here. So this is a nice dark photo with some red. So I actually really like the triangle of red, but I'm going to have a circle. But I really liked the repetition of a white word. So I'm just leaving this on here for now because I have the dot to the I on there and I don't want to lose it. I haven't removed that yet. So I was actually trying to find something that could go with that to help like ground it. So I kind of looked through these. Didn't necessarily know for sure if I wanted to use one. I really liked that they know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. 1, it's a Christmas lyric for song, but 2, it's got red and it's nice and long. So I'm considering that. I don't think that I want to use this number 2 anywhere. I think it's too simple. So I think I'm going to stick with something else. And also, because it is about shopping for gifts, I did pull out my presents. So I wanted to see if one would maybe coordinate. Right now I'm thinking not any of these. None of these seem to really match. So I am considering digging out something felt maybe to go with the word shopping over here. Maybe I think probably I would need more than one. So maybe one of these, and that might also give me a place to put my number, or I could put something over here, kind of block out some of the mall things that are there. But I need to start constructing first. The other thing too is I don't necessarily have journaling. So what I was debating is potentially having one of these swing, like having the American Eagle photo swing so that you could see this underneath it, or the Alex and Ani swing so that you could see the card underneath it, and thus leaving me a spot that I could put some journaling on with photo paper, sticker paper I mean. So I'm still figuring that out. I need to basically crop everything out and see how I want to arrange it first. But yeah, right now there's not really any journaling of any kind. Or what I do is I make that strip of journaling my thing that helps ground that word shopping. So I got a lot to figure out, but the actual construction won't really take me very long. I just need to get this run through the ink machine so that I can get that punched out and get everything assembled. Can't wait to see how it comes out.
Okay, friends, so the very first thing I'm going to do here is get the holes punched on both sides. I wanted to make sure I got this done before any dimension got added to the layout, and I forgot and couldn't get it into the hole punch. So I'm just using my punch template there. I did the first side, laid the other side on top. And then I also went ahead and while I had my punches out, I punched out all the photos. I printed mine at 2 3/4 inches square, and then I'm using my 2.5 inch punch. And as you can see, having them all lined up like that made it nice and easy. Then I went ahead and jumped into punching out the paper bag. Had to trim it a little bit closer so that I could get into where I wanted. And I realized I love that it's for American Eagle, but it also looks like it's Allie Edwards. So I thought that was kind of fun. And then I also punched out the Alex and Annie bracelets. I had to trim those a little bit to get to the part of the design I wanted. And you can't see it, but on the last one, part of my hand was inside the punch a little bit. And boy, did I pinch the crap out of my hand. So I thought I caught it on video, but I pulled my hand back really quickly. It's got a nice bruise today as I'm editing the footage. So now I'm just trying to decide on placement. Spoiler alert, they are not going to end up in this position, but for now I'm just trying to figure out where they're going to end up and how I want them to lay. So just kind of doing a little bit of rearranging. And I wanted to try to use one of those stitched presents, but the bright gold stitching just didn't go with this layout. Just showing a real quick shot of my silhouette doing the shopping word there, and then here you can see I'm laying out the vellum piece. I trimmed it to a smaller section. Just off the edge of the camera there, I was trimming out a piece of mink foil that I had from a scrap, and I'm getting ready to lay that out. And there I'm doing the reveal. You can see it came out really nice. I was hoping to be able to punch it out with my 3-inch punch so it would be a perfect punched circle. However, it was just a little bit too large, so I'm going to set that aside and trim it out by hand. No big deal. But there I am, just finishing that up. And now I'm pulling my pages back over so I can see how it's going to look, and I'm actually really happy with that. So I pulled over one of the present die cuts. I really love that black and gold one, and I do end up using it on the page, but it was like one of my favorites. So I was like, do I want to use it now? Do I want to hold on to it? And I also wasn't sure exactly of the positioning of where I wanted to use it either. So I actually really like it on the right hand side here and kind of wish I had left it there, but I ended up putting it to the left. Just I had some things in the edges of the photo that I kind of wanted to block out a little bit, and that seemed to be the best spot. So I'm just using my paper piercer there to help hold that sticky piece of chipboard to the side so I can kind of hover over the edge of the die cut and see where I want to place it, because I wasn't ready quite yet to commit. And then there I am trying it with the felt present. It just didn't quite look right. Nothing else on the layout matched that color gold, and it just really kind of stood out too much. I wasn't a big fan, even though I really love the presents. I'm just going to have to find the right layout for them to go with. The gold on the present die cut is a little more subtle, and even though there's not really any gold on there, I'm going to add some gold brads later that will help kind of tie it in. It just was less in your face. So decision's been made. I'm adding a little bit of double-sided sticky tape to the back, and I'm going to put that in place. I was really proud of myself. I actually made that decision pretty quickly instead of hemming and hawing around. So my next step here is to take some 4-inch wide double-sided sticky tape from scrapbook.com. I'm laying my vellum circle on there and I'm cutting it out. And then I'm going to cut around the circle. I'm basically making a sticker with it so that I don't have to worry about adhesive showing, because the entire thing is covered with adhesive. So now you don't really see it at all. I don't have to worry about trying to use rolling tape or trying to put little pieces of stickers behind the words or the outside ring that's minked. So this is one of my favorite things to use, and I'll try to leave a link for that. It's expensive stuff, but I have it in the 2 and the 4-inch. The rolls have a ton of sticker tape on there, and they are great for see-through elements. I use them on the transparency pieces and the vellum pieces, sometimes even die cuts too. So works pretty great. So I'm peeling off the backing there and just putting that in place, and using my little Cricut tool there to help just smooth it out. So next up here, I wanted to pull out some brads and try some out. I had some silver stars and some gold stars. I originally had thought I would definitely go with the silver ones, and I think I even have some brassy coppery looking ones there, but they were a little too small for what I wanted. Excuse me. But I definitely wanted to use something with gold to help pull in the bow of the present. So that one I definitely needed a brad, because that one has the 2 cards from the packaging that swing. But I'm going to end up adding 2 more to the layout to help create a little bit of a visual triangle and just dry your eye around the page, because they're like a glittery gold. So they look really pretty in person. It's hard to see here on the camera. There I'm just using my paper piercer to punch through the photo and both cards at the same time, adding the brad. And now that I know where the brad placement will be, I can use some of my foam adhesive and know where that placement will be so that it doesn't affect anything. All of the circles have foam adhesive behind them, but I trimmed all that out from the video footage just because you didn't really need to see all that. It's boring. I did consider using some Santas on here because it is a shopping layout, but didn't really find a place that I wanted to use any, but I'm kind of, just experimenting with them a little bit before I got to the place where I was adding my journaling. So kind of just trying those out. Here I am cutting down a piece of sticker paper to a 4x6 size, and I printed my journaling in a 2.5-inch circle. I thought I'd be able to use my punch to trim it out, but I was not able to. So it kind of creased the circles a little bit on the outside corners. And then I just used one of the die cuts where those creases were to help cut the rest out with my scissors. And then I decided I thought that would look better on the red circle, and I'm just using my paper piercer to help me place it. And then smoothing it down with the Cricut tool there. I love this stuff because it goes on almost completely clear. You can't really tell it's there at all, which is pretty awesome. If I had thought in advance, I could have added the journaling digitally, but that's the beauty of these kind of layouts. You want to kind of play around and move things around, and you don't know exactly how things are going to look. So that's why I love this sticker paper, because you can always add it later. So I am going to add a gold brad to that red circle with the journaling. I moved that Alex and Annie photo to the center, and then I'm going to add one to dot the eye on my vellum circle there as well. I'm going to leave you with a live look here and just a moment of everything.
Okay guys, I am all done. I really like how it came out. Not quite exactly how I expected it, but I'm really happy. Added the little stars here right at the end, as you saw. I wanted to get that little bit of journaling on there. Trying to get it to smooth down just a little bit. Like where I tried to punch it, it like creased it or something. So it won't like lay completely flat, but that's just me being picky. I'm happy with it. I liked incorporating a little bit of ephemera. Just, you know, I always want to do something with that packaging and I never know what to do with it. So at least it's in there. I'm kind of trying to figure out if I want to put like a little sticker or something on here. Just something to break up just the really, really plain circles. So if I find something later on down the line, I will add it. I'm one of those people who just because like my project looks finished doesn't mean it has to be, you know, finished. If I see like a cute little die cut later, you know, I'll add it. So if I find something cute, I will do it later. As I'm digging through it, I'm like, oh, you know, that would be good. So anyway, I'm done for now and hope you enjoyed taking a walk through day 2 with me. I'll see you soon for day 3. Thanks so much.